We face, but I think it happens to most people trying to create a Bitcoin circular economy, is when you propose the fact that merchants can accept Bitcoin as a payment method, the first question they ask you is, how do I turn it into cash?
So hello, back to the Old Moon channel where we talk with circular economies, we talk about Bitcoin payments, and today we are at the Adopting Bitcoin conference in El Salvador with Bitcoin Dominicana. So hi.
Hey, pleasure. Yes, here we are in Adopting Bitcoin, and for me a pleasure to be able to share with other Bitcoiners from around the world.
So very briefly, your name is?
My name is Pedro Vidal. I am the founder of Bitcoin Dominicana.
Okay, so the main question here is, should we go to Dominicana? What's the level of adoption there? Where's the hotspot of the Bitcoin merchants? And let's start with that.
Well, you definitely should go to Dominican Republic, but you need to be mentally prepared that you don't want to stay there. And we've strategically created the Bitcoin circular economy in the Dominican Republic from the colonial zone, which just so happens to be the first city of the Americas. So you could arrive to Santo Domingo, you could stay in the colonial zone, there's plenty of merchants, but in most touristical destinations, there's merchants already accepting Bitcoin. So I would need to answer the second question is, how far are we into Bitcoin adoption right now? So we could say we're very early stages because Dominican Republic, like many other countries, we've had a lot of scammers, a lot of misleading information. We're still working in the educational part, but in these last few years, we're little by little building it. And I think the word is builder. The Dominican Republic circular economy is not just for you to go and purchase things. It also gives people the opportunity to help us keep building and become part of Dominican Bitcoin history.
So I'm curious, so you tell me the city where you go, and what's the size like? You go there, how many restaurants you've got there, and because you are in the beginning of building the whole thing, what are the challenges when you go to onboard a business? Like, why they say no? What's your strategy?
Perfect. That's a great question. One of the biggest challenges we face, but I think it happens to most people trying to create a Bitcoin circular economy, is when you propose the fact that merchants can accept Bitcoin as a payment method, the first question they ask you is, how do I turn it into cash? So once you get that answer, you know you're in a little bit of a delicate situation because the whole mentality is not where it should be. But also with these kind of things, we have the opportunity to build with that. I think the challenge is changing the mindset and then not letting things get cool off.
Well, that's a good tip, by the way. It's valid everywhere. So, we'll put some details in the description of the video. Thank you very much for that chat.
Lovely. Anyone can follow us on our social medias. Look for us, Bitcoin Dominicana, and link in bio.
Like and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Keep watching. Bye.